The story begins in a village in Poland where a mother lived with her son Piotrek. Even though the village had a small population, it attracted a large number of tourists. The place was full of peace and tranquility. Piotrek's father stayed away from the village due to work, so Piotrek and his mother lived there alone. Piotrek had spent most of his time with his mother, so for him, she was his entire world. To Piotrek, his mother was like his father, his friend, his everything. That's why he used to play only with her. Piotrek enjoyed cycling and swimming, but only when it was with his mother. The mother and son often went to the lake and played games together, truly enjoying their time. Piotrek hadn't made any friends yet, so he was extremely close to his mother. To have fun and pass the time, the two would even race with the village train. Time kept passing like this, and they both happily enjoyed each other's company. But after a while, people started coming to the village with their families to spend their summer vacations. There were kids of Piotrek's age too, but still, Piotrek could not make any friends. He did not really like meeting new people. In fact, he would even hesitate to talk to other kids. Some time passes, and we see that Piotrek's mother starts going out every night, all dressed up. At first, Piotrek does not really mind it. But when this keeps happening and his mom stops giving him time, Piotrek starts feeling upset. His mother would stay out late, and sometimes she would not even come home the whole night, which meant Piotrek had to stay alone in the house. Even when she returned late at night, she would still try to spend a little time with Piotrek. But as time went on, even that little time began to disappear. Piotrek's mother had now started focusing more on herself, her makeup, nice clothes, and appearance. Every night she would receive a call and then she would leave. Each time she would tell Piotrek, "I will spend time with you tomorrow," but every single night she left him alone and went out. Piotrek had now started feeling truly lonely because apart from his mother, he had no one, no friend with whom he could spend time or share his feelings. The next day, a girl arrives with her mother to the house next to Piotrek's. They had come to enjoy their summer vacation. Piotrek really liked this girl, so he tried to talk to her, but she did not respond and just walked away. The following day, Piotrek's mother once again started getting dressed up to go out. Seeing this, Piotrek felt very bad. He did not want his mother to go out again, so he deliberately spilled a glass of juice on her dress, ruining it completely. Seeing this, his mother got extremely angry and started yelling and shouting at Piotrek, but she could not understand why Piotrek did that. All he wanted was to spend some time with her because he was feeling very lonely. But his mother did not want to understand any of this. So she quickly changed her dress and went out to meet her boyfriend. That night, Piotrek decided to follow his mother. Hiding and sneaking behind her, he began to track her, wanting to find out where exactly she went every night. After a while, when Piotrek sees his mother with another man, he realizes that she is in a relationship with someone. This breaks Piotrek's heart. On his way back, he sees a baby deer wandering alone in the night. Both the fawn and Piotrek were in the same situation, lost and alone. Seeing the little deer, Piotrek feels inspired and decides to make new friends. He then approaches the new girl who had recently moved in next door. Her name was Maika. After talking for a while, the two become good friends. Maika, just like Piotrek, also felt very lonely. As she shared her life story with Piotrek, she told him that her parents had divorced, which made her feel isolated. Piotrek's situation was similar, and that's why they both understood each other's feelings very well. The moments Piotrek used to enjoy with his mother, he now started sharing with Maika. They would go cycling together, swim together, and do all the things that made them feel less alone. Both Piotrek and Maika found comfort in each other's company, and they spent a lot of quality time together. As time passed, Piotrek and Maika continued to spend daily time together, and now Piotrek felt the absence of his mother much less. The next day, a stranger woman arrived at Piotrek's house, looking very anxious. When Piotrek saw her, he could not recognize her, as he had never seen her before. That's when Piotrek found out that this woman was not just any stranger. She was the wife of the man his mother was having an affair with. The woman had come to Piotrek's house to meet his mother, hoping to convince her to leave her husband and not destroy their married life. But since Piotrek's mother was not home, the woman could not meet her. She was very distressed about her marriage and overwhelmed with tension, she started crying in front of Piotrek. Seeing this woman cry made Piotrek feel very bad, and he immediately offered her some water. The woman felt a sense of warmth from Piotrek's caring behavior, and it deeply touched her. That night, Piotrek's father called, and when Piotrek's mother saw the call, she became very scared that Piotrek might tell his father about her affair and boyfriend. In a panic, she threatened Piotrek, saying, "If you tell your father anything, it won't be good for you." Hearing this, Piotrek stayed silent and did not tell his father anything. He hoped that if he kept quiet, maybe his mother would start spending more time with him. But that did not happen. Since someone new had entered his mother's life, she did not give Piotrek much attention anymore. In fact, Piotrek's presence or absence no longer seemed to matter to her at all. The next day, Piotrek locked the main door of the house to stop his mother from leaving, hiding the key with him. But his mother, after arguing with him, forcibly snatched the key and went to meet her boyfriend. Once again, Piotrek was left alone. He was deeply upset with his mother's actions, but whenever Piotrek was with Micah, he felt much better. So they continued to spend time together. However, in the same village, an older boy started troubling Micah. He would threaten her, saying, "If I see you with him again, it won't be good for both of you." That night, when Piotrek saw Micah and the older boy kissing, his heart shattered. He realized that Micah too would no longer spend time with him and he would once again be left alone. And that's exactly what happened. A distance started to grow between Piotrek and Micah, and soon Piotrek's life returned to the loneliness he had felt before. This left Piotrek feeling deeply sad, upset, and troubled. Micah had started distancing herself from Piotrek, and at the same time, his mother had also been avoiding him. She would still return home late at night, and after coming back, she would go straight to bed without giving Piotrek any time. The next day, Piotrek met Micah and asked her, "Did that boy force you?" Upon hearing this, Micah got upset and ran away from Piotrek. Seeing this, Piotrek followed her, chasing her until he ended up at her house. Micah was sitting in her room crying. Piotrek went to her and asked why she was crying, but Micah just kept sobbing. Seeing this, Piotrek began to think that the older boy must have forced her, and a wave of anger took over him. Without thinking, he went straight to the older boy's place. This boy was much taller and older than Piotrek, so he easily caught Piotrek and started beating him badly. In the evening, Micah met Piotrek and explained to him, "We are just friends, nothing more, so you should not interfere in my life like this." Hearing this, Piotrek became furious, and he let out all the anger and frustration he had been holding inside, speaking harshly to Micah and saying a lot of hurtful things. Seeing Piotrek's violent behavior, Micah began to think that maybe Piotrek was a psychopath, so she decided to leave and distance herself from him. After losing Micah, Piotrek was left in complete shock. He could not understand what was happening to him. First, his mother and now Micah both had distanced themselves from him. Where once his mother spent so much time with him, almost like a friend, now she did not even give him the time of day and they barely talked. On the other hand, Micah had ended their friendship, leaving Piotrek completely alone. For a young child, facing all this was incredibly hard. That night, Piotrek's mother came home crying, looking like she had just gone through a breakup. After that night, his mother stopped going out and would lay sadly in her room. Seeing his mother at home made Piotrek feel a sense of happiness, as he felt like maybe things could return to normal. The next day, Piotrek's father returned home after a long time, and Piotrek was overjoyed to see him. His father had promised him that this summer vacation, they would enjoy it together. The whole family had a great time, and seeing his parents together made Piotrek incredibly happy, because he felt like all the problems were finally over and that he would never feel lonely again. One day, when they were alone, Piotrek's father asked him, "While I was away, was your mother involved with another man? Because she has changed a lot." Piotrek denied it because he did not want to spoil his parents' relationship. But Piotrek's father understood everything, realizing what had been going on. One day, as Piotrek was leaving the house, he saw the same woman, the one whose husband had been involved with his mother. Seeing her leave the house, Piotrek immediately realized that she must have told his father the whole truth, probably to take revenge, because just as his mother had ruined her home, this woman wanted to destroy their family in return. When Piotrek returned home, he found his father crying. Seeing this, Piotrek once again felt the fear of being alone. And just as he feared, his father left the next day, and with that the summer vacation came to an end. Once again, Piotrek was left alone, facing the loneliness that he had tried so hard to escape. After everything that had happened, Piotrek's mother was deeply troubled, but Piotrek wanted to make her realize how important he was to her. So the next morning, when his mother was taking him to school, they reached a railway crossing. In her distraction, his mother moved ahead, leaving Piotrek behind. As the sound of the approaching train echoed, his mother quickly turned around and saw Piotrek standing on the train tracks. In that moment, realizing the danger, she began crying, fearing that she might lose her only son. The realization struck her hard. She could lose Piotrek today. She sat down there, overcome with emotion, crying uncontrollably. Seeing this, Piotrek felt a sense of relief and happiness, as it seemed that his mother finally understood how much he meant to her. Piotrek had always wanted his mother to realize his importance in her life, to understand how much he mattered to her. When he saw that his mother finally grasped this, he stepped away from the tracks, relieved that she understood. His mother, too, realized how wrong she had been, how her relationship with another man had left Piotrek feeling so alone, and how he had to face so many difficult situations. Piotrek had only wanted her love and time, and now, finally, his mother understood this. With that understanding, the movie comes to a close, leaving behind a message about the importance of family, love, and togetherness. Friends, how did you like this heart-touching movie? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video, please don't forget to like it and share it with your friends. Also, if you are new to our channel or just joined us for the first time, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on such amazing videos. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with all our new content. See you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye and take care.